WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. And today I have a Tomintoul. Huh? That's not rare and exotic. Well, the Tomintoul 12-year-old limited edition Portwood finish is. I haven't found any videos at all online about this except for in German, which kind of leads me to believe that this was a Germany-only release. There was a 12-year-old sherry as well as a 12-year-old Portwood finish. The one release was in 2010, and the other release, which I have here, was actually in the year 2015. Bottle kill. I know that Daniel Rex have a nice little ceremony, but I'm not going to do the ceremony. My bottle won't even stand up upright anyways. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put the nice little tube over here and the little thing over there. This whiskey is something for me special. First of all, it was the very, very first whiskey that was ever produced by the Tomintoul distillery, according to my information online, that was finished in port. Now, I love port wine. I was in Porto in Portugal, and my wife and I, we tried dozens of different port wines. The Townies and the Rubies and the Reserves and going up the ladder. Very, very nice. But often, I'm not a big fan of port wine finishes. Now, this is a 12-year-old. Yay. Not a no-age statement. So a 12-year-old, which means basically over 10 years it spent in an ex-bourbon cask, and then it was transferred to a port pipe. A pipe is a certain shape and size of a port vessel, usually smaller, and not as big as a butt or a ton or whatever else. And this spent another 20 months in that port pipe. So, Tomintoul is actually the name of a little bit of a hill / mountain, one of the highest areas around where the distillery is located in Ballin-d'Aloch. I'm sure I mispronounced that as well. And this is called the Light Speyside. I always thought that the Glenmorangie, as we say in America, Glenmorangie, was the light one, but it's not. It's actually, according to this, according to people online, this. And it actually says here, the Gentle Dram. The Gentle Dram. What I really like is look at the bottle. I don't know if you can see the relief here. It's actually in here, the Gentle Dram in the bottle. Up here we have then Speyside, Glenlivet. Over here we actually have here distilled and bottled in Scotland. If I was blind, I could actually feel this. A very, very beautiful bottle, I must admit. Now, they produce 3.2 million liters of alcohol a year. Most of it goes into blends. They have 2 wash stills, 2 spirit stills, and the Agnes Dundee distillery own the Tomintoul as well as the Glencadam distilleries. And if I remember correctly, Ralphie declared the 10-year-old Glencadam in 2018 to be his whiskey of the year. So that's also a very, very important thing. So, if you look at Whiskey Base, this actually says that this was bottled on the 21st of July in 2010, but there is a little marking here, and if I read this correctly, my bottle was from the 26th of February 2015. So, who knows? All right, the nose. It's amazing how much port actually just fruity, nice, lovely. This is for me a nice summer whiskey. Now, 46%, which means, yay, it is non-chill filtered. Yay, no added coloring. Very, very good. And this was a limited quantity of the Tomintoul 12-year-old has spent the concluding months of maturation in port pipes. And this is my main problem, that I could not find any information online whatsoever about what does it mean limited edition. Is it 100 bottles or 100,000 bottles? Doesn't say, we don't know. All right, very, very interesting. The Gentle Dram. Wonderful nose. I get the malt I get the port. I get a little bit of vanilla. I get a little bit of the wood in there. Very nice. And a tiny little bit of the alcohol, which they describe as pepper. So let's try this. Mmm. 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 Wow. Nice. Really nice. Wow. This is a B plus. Mmm. Wow. Very, very nice. I'm surprised. And a little disappointed because this bottle was not emptied by me. As I've mentioned many, many times in my videos over here, we do things over here in Germany, which is legal. It's called a bottle share. So I take little 5cl bottles, I take little 10cl bottles, and I actually divide up the bottle. If there's 10cl, with 7 different, 7 tiny, little tiny small sample bottles. If it's 5cl, 14 tiny little sample bottles. And then I sell them to my friends at the price I paid for the bottle. Just divide by 7, add maybe 40, 50 cents here for the tiny little bottle. And it's actually legal because I'm not selling whiskey for a profit. It's also legal to sell, to send alcohol with the mail, which is also great. And so this is what I did. And basically all my friends online have ordered this 10cl here, 5cl there in the last year or so, and I've taken 3 sips of this in my entire life. I opened the bottle up, tried it once. I had one little opportunity where I took it outside on the deck and tried it once as well. I was like, wow, this is really good. And then other things came, I forgot about it. We moved, and I had the bottle kill. And so I went, oh, I have to finally make a video about this. And I tried it. It was like, wow, this is fantastic. It was 40 euros, about $50. 46% non-chill filter, no coloring added. 12 years old, age statement, Portwood finish. And I like it, and it's gone. I can't find it anywhere. I found a shop in Belgium for like twice the price. No, not going to happen anytime soon. But this was... bottle shares are great, but if you do like the bottle that you're sharing, it's bad because then it's gone. This is really, really fantastic. I get the vanilla. I get the port, which I'm going to translate into a cranberry raspberry moment. A lot of vanilla, a little bit of the wood, a little bit of the pepper. Now, this says color, a fine provincial rosé. So I have my nice little thing here. I don't know if you can see this or not. I don't know if the camera's picking up any provincial or rosé or not. It doesn't look very red to me. There's a hue. So, the nose, a touch more than a gentle port influence combines thrillingly with the malt and a whisper of peppery spice. Alcohol. The palate, richly ample with a red fruit and porty sweet start followed by a spice peppery denouement, which is an end in this case. And I love what they wrote about the finish. A whiskey which demands a retaste. Good job, guys, in the marketing. So this is a very, very fine whiskey. The only thing I'm going to do at the end, put a little bit of water in there, see what happens. I'm actually going to give it a B for the value for money. If you can find this, buy it. This is really nice. If you like that little bit of a, it's good. A little bit of that port, fruity moment at the end, and a nice light summer type of whiskey. This is very, very hard to beat. Now what happens with the water, and that's very interesting, is the port actually resides. There's more of the maltiness, there's more of the alcohol, there's more of the pepper. And even on the palate, the fruitiness doesn't really come through as much as it could, or as it did before I diluted it a little bit. No water needed, absolutely fantastic the way it is. Well done. So, WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany. My question of the day is, which port finish whiskey do you like the best? I'm still going to answer Angel's Envy. It's a bourbon, but I don't care. I love it. So what is your favorite port wood finished whiskey? It can be many different things. So please like, please subscribe, please tell others about this guy over here in Europe tasting rare and exotic whiskeys, even from distilleries you've heard of, but there's certain bottlings that just never make it over to the States or even back to England and so on. It's a shame, but that's the way it is. Thank you very much. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, my videos come out, and every once in a while I throw in an interview or so that I have at some trade fairs in English with interesting distillers and also distributors and people who work in the whiskey industry. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.